A few years back when I was still a kid, I used to play Bee Swarm Simulator every day. It's one of the games on Roblox that I grew up with and enjoyed throughout my childhood. But in my eyes, I never accomplished what I wanted. This is where I got to on my main account, and I haven't played the game in years. Until now, I'm going to be starting a series or a playthrough of Bee Swarm Simulator, where I go from nothing up to the best items that this game can offer. Starting with this episode, I'll name The Beginning. I skimmed through the guide tutorial thingy as I barely remembered the game. I placed my first bee and began collecting the first pollen of the series. After turning it into honey, I looked through the shop for upgrades, then spoke to Black Bear for his quests. I completed it and realised that he's a good way of making extra honey, so I continued to get his quests and farming more pollen to make honey. Eventually I had enough honey, so I returned to the shop to exchange it for some better gear. I got increased storage and a better tool. My basic bee went to sleep when I tried making the pollen into honey, so I bought another one to avoid this problem in the future. Now I've got 2 bees. Then I went into this mushroom biome to collect red pollen for a quest. My bees fought off a ladybug who protected this area, and by beating it I was given a fair amount of honey. One of my bees reached level 2, then after some grinding the second one leveled up too. I completed a short obby to get a royal jelly, then used it and turned one of my basic bees into a honeybee. While grinding more honey, this thing spawned. It was a sticker that I placed onto my hive. Then I bought a much larger backpack to store more pollen, grinded, and got my basic bee to level 3, followed by the honeybee. I bought the vacuum, as it makes such a difference with its huge area of effect. Not long after, I bought 3 bee eggs, making my total bees 5. At this time I was really tired, so I set up a macro and went to sleep. When I woke up, I had a little over 500,000 honey, and all my bees reached level 5. So I ran over to the shop and bought every item that I could. Then I bought 5 more bees, making my total bee count 10. This meant that I had unlocked 2 new areas, level 5 and level 10. When I entered, I had to fight a spider, and during the battle my bees all went to sleep, so I had to dodge its attacks while doing no damage back. Eventually though, I beat it. Also, I killed the 2 blue beetles, and I climbed up this obby for a royal jelly. I made one of my basic bees into a bumblebee, then realised to craft some items I would have to beat the bosses in each biome. I noticed another royal jelly and knew how to get it due to my previous playthrough. I turned a basic bee into a hasty bee, then talked to Brown Bear and got a silver egg from Black Bear. I placed it in my hive and got the bucko bee. I used another royal jelly I had got from the brown bear and got the looker bee. I ran around and found items, got a second bumblebee, and realised I could use things such as slingshots and cannons to get around. That is, if I had enough bee types. I bought 2 new items from the second shop. Then I killed the praying mantis. At my hive, I got 3 new bee types. Then added 4 eggs, adding royal jellies to each one. I placed the gold egg and got a legendary blue bee. I bought all the equipment in the first shop and entered the level 15 area to then kill the werewolf. Then I also killed the 2 scorpions. I grinded more honey and bought the porter hive. I kept grinding more honey and then eventually bought the honey dipper and the parachute. My friend joined me to talk about his love for Skibidi Toilet, and I farmed blue pollen for the rest of the hour. I re-rolled most of my bees using the royal jellies, and most of them turned out to be red. I bought the blue guard as I wanted to go for a blue hive, then fought and killed the king beetle. I got even more red bees while re-rolling with the royal jellies, and saved up enough honey to be able to buy the red bee scythe. I placed one last egg, and the basic bee became a gifted brave bee. Okay, so that's where I'm going to end this video. If you did enjoy, subscribe and like the video. Comment down if you'd like a part 2.